days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.
So Abby Phillip, in the midst of this, she tweeted her first tweet in the wake of last night's press conference. She said, first answer from President Biden is a gaffe, calling Vice President Harris Vice President Trump. He did not correct himself, she put in parentheses. So I responded, really? This, all caps, because, you got to have emphasis. This is what you focused on? The man has been gaffing for 40 years. This does not capture the tenor of this press conference. Why did you choose this zone? And then I had to correct, because zone is all right, but hone is better. So I had to correct myself later and put hone in. Hone in on this. It's very strange. And then I'm seeing something, is this the edict? Has this come down from up high that this is the way that this is going to be covered? That it's going to be, he got to go. Is this?
Why else would I tune in?
Yeah, because there's other things going on in the world.
No, but the thing about this, okay, so you're the product. You are your eyeballs are the product. You're being sold. So how do I keep your eyeballs? I gotta
give me something that feeds me.
Well, yeah, not nourishment, but something that you can consume. And so I'm quite sure there's memoranda, there's mandates that come down. This is what we're talking about today. If this happens, we're going to go in this direction, because it's all opinion and commentary. It's maybe 8% journalism, fact checking, research. So it's reactionary. News does what follows the lead of social media. Remember when news broke a story, and then social media, you went to social media and saw the story repeated?
Right.
Now it's what's on social media is the news story.
You're saying something. I mean, Dan. Yeah. Yes.
No, I was saying you'll be watching the news and they'll be like, and this post, from Twitter, and that's the story for the hour.
What where did she put this? She tweeted this, or she put this on TV?
She tweeted it.
On X. Yeah.
Okay.
Tweet.
Yeah. This is
she was like live tweeting.
Twitter.
Yeah. This is another
live
issue.
Live Xing.
Twitter.
It's another issue with social media, is that social media rewards the flattening of the conversation, right? So she's not gonna go viral for a synopsis of that 1 hour of like, you know what, it was better than we thought. It was a very confident speech. He was able to. No, but if you say, he said Putin, but he meant to say, boom, that right there. Even if it's people angry at you, even if it's people that agree, it gets you more. Engagement. So like that's why I noticed too, like a lot of the conversation is happening on social media, and it's very polarizing. These are not conversations for real. They're people giving one point of view and then waiting on the engagement.
Right.
If I go talk to my parents about this today, we're not gonna fight. It's just gonna be like, oh yeah, I did see it. Yeah, that was crazy with that debate. Yeah. So we know what we doing in November, right? Yeah, we voting for Biden. Okay, cool. If they replace him, we voting for whoever that person is. It's nothing to be upset about. If everybody claimed to be righteous, it really shouldn't even be an argument. Right. Whether he's in or out, it won't matter when it's November. You just better do what the hell you supposed to do.
Period. I was surprised though, because I didn't put Abby Phillip in the category of somebody that would chase the algorithms. I thought that she was somebody different, but I don't know her. So full disclosure.
I'm about to say, wow, where would you have gotten
just based on how she conducts herself, but all of that's theater, I guess. They booked she's very composed. Yeah, well, that was probably a hint. That was a hint into
that's a very sensationalistic booking.
Yeah. She's on the way up. She's not on the way down. We don't know of enough about her for her to be, 1 foot out the door. She's on the way up.
And being fair to her, and people are multidimensional.
Yeah.
You have one day you be slipping some days. Some days you say the thing you wouldn't have said the day before. Or you
apologize. I had a very, somebody that I really respected tweeted something this week. And, I said something and I was like, let me hit him hit them, text them. You are? Have you been hacked? That was my question. Have you
Oh,
been
yeah.
hacked? Because I was like, I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And then we ended up having a conversation. It was not
Right.
contentious at all because there's love there.
Right.
And then he came back the next day and said, thank you so and so and so and so for, let me see another
Right.
thing. I was thinking this way. This is not the forum to do this, because that was
Right.
my point. Like, you can't have that kind of nuanced conversation on
Not here.
Twitter.
Right.
It's not built for that. The people there are not built for a nuanced
And
conversation.
y'all have mutual respect and know each other, so they were able to
Period.
do that.
Yeah.
I don't know her like that to know who was the person that could do that. She probably need a person that could do that.
We all
for
need
her.
a person. We all need
straight
a
up. I'm not putting her out there as like
Yeah.
by herself. I mean, everybody need a person that can tap you on the shoulder a little bit, like, hey, you sure that's what you want to say?
And also, we're in such a world and society where, content creation, if you're on a schedule every 5 minutes, you got to be putting something out, and that's your profession. Like, you ain't got time to sit there and judge and weigh and gauge which is going to hit this way, which is this going to piss off Karen Hunter? Because let me put it in my drafts, because I know Karen's watching. Ain't nobody doing that. You know what I'm saying?
You got to do it fast. Like, that's the other thing with social media, especially Twitter. You ain't people want to get to that point the fastest. Everybody saw the same damn gap.
Right.
So now it's just how fast can I say, oh, did y'all see that?
But Laura Coates was on, and Laura Coates she's family. She was on the Karen Hunter show for 2 years as our legal eagle on Thursdays, was here 10 a.m. where Loree Daniel Favors currently is. She's now on CNN. She has her own show. And here's what she said last night. This is what she did.
Not sure what to do. Then what would you have voters do? Besides cough on live television. Hold on. Not today, Satan. Hold on. Excuse me.
That's wet.
Now, see, if I were running for president right now, and this happened to my voice, would you say that I was no longer qualified?
Oh, smooth. I like
If this were happening and I was a candidate for office, would I be completely inept? Would you judge me differently than every other anchor who may have sneezed on air or cleared their throat differently? Would you look at it as a one-off or episodic in some way? Would you say to yourselves, this, my friends, is the very reason this person can no longer be trusted? Or would you say that maybe you'll have to wait and see how her voice performs for the rest of the show? Now, I didn't use that example willingly to make sure that you got the point and drove it home. My voice did, in fact, give out. But that's sometimes what happens. But again, as I mentioned earlier, I'm not the one running for president, and you don't have the same standard for me. But
masterful.
Was that script? It wasn't scripted?
No, it wasn't. That woman's brain, boy.
Beautiful.
She's quick. She's quick. Remember the man set himself on fire?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And she did the play-by-play on that? Yeah, she ain't to be messed with.
Me.
I don't know why y'all don't have her in prime time. I don't know why you don't have her in prime time. We got to look at that White Walker from the Game of Thrones every night, not Laura Coates, because y'all are racist. And I'm going to say it allegedly because CNN quietly disbanded its race and equality team yesterday, on Wednesday, according to a source. The news comes as CNN's leader, Mark Thompson, announced that the cable news channel will lay off 100 employees as it restructures its news gathering operations. The team, which was unveiled in July by former CNN president Jeff Zucker, had 3 reporters. They won awards, by the way. They produced some good stuff, by the way, but it's being disbanded. The source explained that 1 reporter was laid off while the others will be reassigned in different roles. The team was announced as a significant, sustained commitment to ensure race coverage is a permanent part of our journalism. So just in 4 years, it's no longer part of your sustained permanent coverage. In a memo to staff in the wake of George Floyd's murder, the team produced award-winning work on Black maternal mortality, which is Vice President Harris's biggest issue, one of hers, police brutality, and more. A CNN spokesperson pushed back against the notion that it was disbanded, explaining that the reporters will now be integrated See how integration works.
Nice
it's never a
Good
good
word
thing.
choice.
Yes, integrated fully and completely across the network's platform, except for the person that got fired. And the investment is still 100% there, according to the spokesperson. CNN is on the ground right now. By the way, they're suffering their worst ratings in 30 years. They're at the National Association of Hispanic Journalism conference this week. They acknowledge that the race and equality team no longer exists. But some are saying that they're part of the problem. All corporate media, not just CNN, MSNBC, Fox, because they are the ones keeping this going right now. Breaking news. It's always it's around the clock, and they're bringing on all kinds of nonsensical people who are what are they doing? Disaster baiting. Yeah, it's crazy.
My days are cooler, nights are warmer, and I put the blame on you. Time moves slow, but my heart beats faster. When these eyes are looking right at you, you give me something to believe in, just what I needed. You're the closest.